all your maintenance and car care tips. Here's Brian Bishop from the Car Store.
Hey, Brian Bishop.
Hey, good day, Bulldog. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
I'm absolutely wonderful. I was feeling old this morning. I got to be honest with you. I was feeling the age this morning as far as getting out of bed, and I realized, you know what? You can try to hide the effects, but you cannot run away from age unless your name's Tom Brady. But yes,
you got that right.
He wasn't really impressive yesterday, but
no, he was terrible yesterday. And as my quarterback on my fantasy team,
you weren't happy about that.
He really screwed me up.
Yeah, but the team won, and I like the fact that the Patriots actually put on a little "Hey, welcome home" kind of because he was a huge part of that team for so many years, almost 2 decades, I believe. But yes, it's just funny. Another game I didn't watch, but I read about. So there you go. That's what's going on in the Bishop house. Hey, I got to say, Saturday, real quick if I can, I had an opportunity to play with a local legend and do sound for him at a country jamboree in East Newmarket, Mr. Randy Lee Ashcraft, and his band of miscreants, wonderful people.
I've never heard of him.
You never heard of him? Well,
no.
That's not what his wife says. But you call her something.
I call her Lisa Lee.
Lisa Lee. That's right. I was going to say Sarah Lee, but that's the pipe. That's the pie company, not Sarah Lee. Yeah, she was talking about how much she enjoys your show and how much she enjoys listening to you, and she did mention that you call her Lisa Lee. So I thought that was that was funny. Anyway, it was really cool to be able to do that on Saturday night, and because I know he's been around a long time.
That guy. He's a good dude. And so is she.
And the guys that play with him are hilarious, Mike. They're just absolutely like caricatures, that living cartoon characters, and they're just so great to watch and be entertained by. So let's talk about what's going on in the car world as far as repair tips and so forth. So you're driving down the road. Imagine this, Bulldog. You're in a car. You're wearing your seatbelt. You're not holding your phone. And all of a sudden, your check engine light comes on. What do you do? Besides silence, what do you do?
Well, what would I do?
Yes.
I would probably not pull over immediately.
Unless you see it flashing.
I would get to my destination.
Right.
Huh?
Unless you see it flashing.
Yes,
if it's flashing, you probably should pull over immediately. If
it's flashing, I'd pull over. But if the check engine light comes on,
right.
It could be a lot of different things. I would get to my destination and then check into it or make an appointment or get something done. Because nowadays, you go to a car, they plug your car in. And they'll tell you exactly what's wrong with it.
Well, and that's true. Well, and they can tell you what the code is, and then they can determine what's exactly wrong with it. But yes, sometimes the code can be a broken wire or a bad connector, not necessarily the sensor itself. But you're correct. One of the worst things you can do when a check engine light comes on is ignore it and just drive around because you don't see any difference in the way that it's driving. But there are situations where you can actually cause irreparable harm to your engine or to your emissions system by not getting it checked out. The light doesn't come on for nothing. However, in my humble opinion, if it's a loose gas cap, it's practically nothing. But still, you need to get it checked to make sure it's nothing serious. Now, you can buy, I think, a scanner for like $50, $60 to at least pull the code out if you want to do that. And you may find that the car actually...
Plug it into that...
the little communications port, the OBD2 onboard diagnostics port is what they call it. Now, sometimes... the car.
I think my son left one here.
Well, there you go. You've got one to use then. Sometimes through 10 or 20 drive cycles, they call it, if there really is no problem and it corrects itself, the light will go out on its own. But if it doesn't, you really need to get it checked out because let's say your car's running lean, right? So there's not enough fuel in the mixture. You can damage the internal components of your engine. You might burn a valve. You could even cause problems with the piston. That's huge repairs. Let's say it's running rich. You start seeing maybe some black smoke coming out of your exhaust. You might smell the gas, but your check engine's light. But yeah, I'm running fine. Your gas bill's going up, and suddenly you've got a $1,200 catalytic converter to replace because it'll get clogged by the extra fuel. So just make sure, that's my tip for the day, there's warning lights on your dash for a reason. Do not fix check engine lights with black electrical tape placed over the light. That's not a good thing to do. Do not fix it by removing the bulb, which we've seen some...
no, don't do that.
Yes. No, just get it checked out. And if it is something simple like your gas cap, tighten it the next time you fuel up or replace it. But definitely make sure you get that checked out because it can be expensive if you don't.
I never thought about this before.
Yes.
If the check engine light were to go out, how would it let you know?
I guess when your car breaks down. That's an excellent question. I guess I should have had that bulb checked.
You know, that is such a good coach question.
It is. He's always finding that.
You know.
What I like about Coach is he finds a problem for every solution. That's what I like about Coach. He's going to find another way to look at it. Me, I look at it with my eyes, but he finds another way to look at it. But that's an excellent point. You know, it's funny. I think if that were to happen, you probably would get a check gauge light on, because if there's a problem with the gauges, there's a warning. But what if that light's out?
Yes.
Right.
You're doomed.
Way ahead of you.
Hey, if you need your car serviced, your check engine light checked out, the car store service center on Kiley Drive, 202 Kiley Drive can take care of you. You can make the appointment online at thecarstoreonline.com, mytruckstoreonline.com. We would love to earn your business, whether you bought it from us or not. We'd love to keep you on the road, happy and safe.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Mr. Brian Bishop, thank you very much, and thanks to the guys over there at the car store and the truck store.
You guys take care.
Talk to you Wednesday.